So on this channel I've shown quite a few high-grade Hazel Gundams, but I never showed a Master Grade, and I don't actually have an official Master Grade, but I do have the Magic Toys Hazel Custom Master Grade, and I really like this. If they had kept going, as far as I can tell, Magic Toys made this, and that's it. There's a couple companies that have done that, just one model, and then they either, I'm assuming they either go away or turn to another company. They just call themselves something else. I have no idea. But this was their first outing, and it is great. Ignore this part. I can't find the clear green piece inside the thruster, but the fact that it's there is pretty cool. I think I saw it, and I'm not sure what happened to it. I wasn't sure what it was until I took this off the shelf. But it looks great. I did glue quite a lot of armor on. A lot of it feels like it should go together, but it's a little loose. It's not quite there. The plastic's not quite up to snuff. And the joints are not quite there, especially the legs. These are pretty heavy legs for that joint to hold up. It's trying, it's failing. But I love the head. The head is quintessential Hazel. I'm going to assume, because this came out in 2015, so it's getting close to 10 years old. I'm going to assume that it came out as a resin kit conversion for some Master Grade. I'm not sure which one exactly. It's definitely an earlier one. So it's I think they took the entire mold using those parts and tried to do this, I guess. But it looks really good. I love the way it looks. Like the only stickers are the eyes that I have on here. That's it, and that's really something for something that's got so much detail. We got red pistons. It would have been nice if the thinner one was like a white or a silver, but okay, it's all red. It works though. It's kind of tight, but it does work. It even has an opening cockpit, which a lot of third-party ones do nowadays if they're like supposed to be based on a Gundam, but one of the first I can think about that actually went out of its way to do that. And its posability, like I said, I think it's an earlier Master Grade that it was taken from, if at all. Maybe this was a full resin kit. I really don't know. I definitely have to glue these armor pieces on, because if you rotate it, it's a very stiff connection in the arms, but they just pop right off. Yeah, it's limited, and the torso feels like it's gonna come apart, but it doesn't. At least mine doesn't. It just feels loose, but it doesn't. The ball joints are extremely tight, extremely. And I'm glad the skirts in the front and the side can move out of the way, because you can't really get any out motion. But it is once again an earlier inner frame. It looks like, but the knees are pretty cool. I mean, that's as far, maybe I should glue that. But like, as far as the armor sticks out, it could go a little farther, but I think that's pretty good. And you can see how the joint works with the inner frame. I'm pretty sure this is a complete inner frame. I don't think they missed anything. Pretty sure it is. It's been, yeah, 8 years. And the feet are really good too. Although, because the hips, it's a little hard to get them to stand and do an action pose, so standing straight is probably what you want to do. But it does that really well. And they also did something else really good with the beam rifle. They put the hole all the way through the handle. That's something that Bandai really has to start doing. All the way through, and have a bigger peg in the hand. Because they usually fit like the best. My one complaint is that the index finger doesn't have a lot of wiggle. There's not a lot of space, so it's a little hard to get it into the trigger. You can do it, it's just you gotta fight a little bit, but it just doesn't feel like it wants to go in. And then you've got the normal gym shield, which looks nice. It has a cool little ratchety track. I like a ratchety track. And yeah, you can have them hold the handle, but you know what? That's not necessary, because the shield connection is great. And these are supposed to be like extra energy caps for the beam rifle, but they're just fake. They're only there to pop in to the side skirt and look cool. And I'm okay with that. And that's pretty good, right? But they do give you a shield booster. And it looks pretty good. It also has a clickety-clackety track for the handle, the peg. And if you want, you can totally take that connection on this arm and put it into this peg here, and you can have them as a normal shield. But because it does have the peg, you can kind of stick it underneath. You can do that if you want, but there is a proper way to do it. You take this peg inside, and you're gonna peg it into the backpack, which also has one beam saber. And yeah, it's a peg instead of like a slot usually, like an indent, but that peg is the way to go. It's so secure. And once again, it's not all the way through, but it's a lot deeper of a beam saber handle connector than normal master grades. Yeah, that's not going anywhere unless you like reef it off. Anyways, like I was saying, you got the connector here, and it can just peg into that cavity. And now you have your Hazel with the shield booster. Looking pretty nice. This looks like, for once again, first outing, like they really did a great job. If their plastic and connections were better, they would have like made some amazing kits to rival some of the top stuff out there in third party. I was really looking forward to other versions of this Hazel because it's so good. I really thought they'd go crazy with all the variants. And they wouldn't have to add too much to a couple different ones and put them out. I would probably get them, even a Titan color one. As this was, I'm pretty sure, a lot cheaper than the newer, like the Bandai one, which the Bandai one came out 3 years after this one, which I find very funny. So maybe they saw it and they're like, oh man, we better do it. They might have had it in the works and like, we gotta get it out. And they took a while. It might be okay, but I really like this one.